Hey folks, welcome back to the channel once again. If you're new to the channel, then welcome aboard the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. Just leaving the Dollar General. Of course, you got to turn the music off so we don't get dinged. Figure I'd pop on and say hello to everybody out there in the YouTube's world. Heading home after a nice day's ride and wrapping up a ride for the day. Had to stop and grab a couple things there for dinner. Yep, at the Dollar General by way of crackers. By way of crackers, and we're having leftover chili tonight. And Miss HR said, hey, why don't you get some Fritos? The Fritos would go good in that chili. And I thought, wow, that sounds really good. That even sounds better than the crackers. That's what I like putting in my chili. But hey, we're good to go. So, oh my goodness. One of those long work days you get over with that you just want to get out and run some errands on the bike. I think Mr. Bodine recently did a thing about running errands on the bike for his wife, and it was pretty good. I thought it was good that, like, he just happened to walk in the garage with his helmet on and caught her just at the very moment she was getting into the car to go do the errands. But he must have been going out for a ride, and so you got to watch that video. And she said she was going to get some stamps and stuff and run it to the post office and had to get some eggs, and he decided to do it for her. Usually don't work that way in my household. I'm usually just, I tell Miss HR I'm taking a bike out, and then what seems to happen, more so than not, I get a phone call that says, hey, by the way, since you're out, can you pick up da-da-da-da-da? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I can pick up whatever you need, huh? But he is right about one thing. When you go to run an errand, on a motorcycle, you will definitely take longer to do that errand than you will if you were actually running that errand in a car. It's just a natural, I don't know. People say, why? Is that because your motorcycle's slower? And I said, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. You know, the bike only goes, 120 miles an hour. So yeah, it's much slower than my car. I drive a Honda Accord. I think its top speed is about 80. But no, I think it's like, you come down here, like you're getting ready to pass your road. There's a bunch of bikes out today. Really nice day to ride. Nice one over there too, I guess. A lot of nice Road Kings out, man. Really, really nice. Alright, don't turn just yet. So yeah, when you go out, and I'm sure you do it. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast, such as we are, I'm sure you do that. Like I could have been home 10 minutes ago, but now I'm actually going away from my house. I'm going further away from my house because I'm just finishing up a ride by running an errand. So it's almost that time of day though. My stomach is telling me, hey, HDR, it's dinner time. Time to go home and have some morsels. So it's about that time of the day. There's the question for you for the day, I guess. Do you have a certain time that you eat? Like in the morning, I take medications for slight high blood pressure. It's just like I take a little bit of medication for that, and a thyroid, some kind of overactive thyroid pills. So anyway, and I gotta take those with food. So I know in the morning when I take those pills, I always eat breakfast. So that's usually before work. Then by noon, my stomach is always growling right at noon. And people at work know that HDR is going to eat at 12 o'clock. So So, and our lunch is from 12 to 1. So we get an hour for lunch. And then, dinner time. Dinner time with Mrs. HDR. Always the best time of the day for me. Sit down with your beautiful wife and be able to have a conversation over a dinner. So we normally like to eat anytime between 5:30 and 7 o'clock. That's a bit of a stretch, huh? 5:30 and 7 o'clock. So depends on what we're eating. Sometimes I'll go to cook a nice meal. You've seen on a few videos, I told you I like to cook a lot. And had one person on Facebook one time said, "Hey HDR, don't your wife ever cook? Do you do all the cooking?" Well, no, I don't do all the cooking. I do about 90% because I love to cook. A lot of you know out there, we've talked before, but I've wanted to open up a restaurant. So yeah, if I go to cook, sometimes I start a little bit later. That's why we get into that eating at 7 o'clock. But if we have our choice, we do like to eat at, we do always like to eat around, like 6 is the golden hour for us for dinner. So I gotta leave time in there for snacks. If you eat too late, you don't have no time for snacking before bedtime. So, oh man, what a beautiful day. Birds are flying. Podiatry services available. Good feet is a good thing. No insurance, no problem. No insurance, no problem. I guess they just won't see you if you don't have insurance. Get the motors running, guys. Get the motors running. Sometimes you got to open the bike up, blow the pipes out a little bit. So yeah, let me hear in the comments below if you have standard meal times in your house, or you one of those people that wake up and you don't eat breakfast. I can't do that. I have to, well, because of the pills, but I have to eat breakfast regardless. I can't not eat breakfast. They say it's the most important meal of the day. It sure does get my brain functioning properly, so that's a good thing. And like I said, by lunchtime, man, I am starving. So I eat a light lunch, and then our standard dinner times. So yeah, I'd like to hear below what you think about your meal preps, and who does most of the cooking in the house. I'd like to hear that also. Am I an oddball? Bodine always comments on my videos and says, man, or on my Facebook stuff, says, man, you're a good cook. I'm going to come live at your house. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. But it's not going to happen. Not that I wouldn't. I would cook him a meal in a minute. Cook him a meal in a minute. We have became motovlogger brothers. So I'd cook any of you guys and girls out there a meal. Invite you to the house, and sit down and do a little dining. Alright, take care everybody. Thanks for riding along once again. Remember, Roger on ride. Be safe out there. Harley Day Rider. Good old HDR will be down and out here in southwestern Pennsylvania. So long for now, everybody.